Londonderry, Ohio, Family Dollar. I got here and last night I was told that the toilet was leaking. Pulled the toilet and the toilet wasn't leaking. It's completely empty. Had water coming from this corner. So what I did was put a camera. I cut the drywall up there above the ceiling and dropped the camera down. Noticed this line right here and a lot of wet in behind there. And I couldn't, once I got the wall opened up, just so you guys can see, that's why I went down in this hole. That's why this one was cut. This pipe here isn't leaking. When I got here, the tramp seal valve, as you can see, the water rolling inside the floor drain there, that's coming from these two pipes. So when I got here, they said it was the cooler. Somebody had been telling her for a year that this has been going on now, that this was cooler release. I was like, no, that can't be it. So I dropped the camera down, made some exploratory drill holes behind the base cove here, and put my camera in. I could see dripping right here coming off of one of the lines, so I assumed that that was it. You can see the drips. So I thought that was it, and so I made another hole here. I have to call in the office so we could identify it. But then I seen that those two copper lines were going through the stud, as you can see right there. So I had to make another hole. I apologize for the holes, but this has been a nightmare trying to locate it. So once I made this third hole here, and I'll put all of the covers on for now, but it turned out to be the trap primer valve. Suchi trap primer valve is leaking. This shouldn't be in the wall in the first place. But the only purpose of this is to take enough water to keep the floor drains full so that you don't get a smell inside the store. That's the only purpose of these two 1/4-inch lines, which attaches to the trap primer valve Suchi. I have tried to locate this locally, and it's not going to get sourced today. This is going to be an order part. I cannot shut the water off because then the whole store will be without water, as there's no both bathrooms. There's another bathroom on the other side of that wall. So, and it's a wrench-in part. So what I'm going to suggest on the quote is to remove this section of FRP board, pull the sink, pull the hand dryer, pull the soap dispenser, pull the mirror, take out this section of the FRP. As you can see, they've already got a seam here, which will work out perfect. Once I get the FRP board off, I'll cut up to probably around 3 feet, somewhere in this area here, and cut it straight across right now, and pull the drywall out, remove all the wet insulation, and then repair the primer valve, and then put the green board back, and then put new FRP here into this seam. That way we don't have to get in all this. It's good to have that trap door there anyway, just so that you can access the plumbing for both toilets. So, and it's going to be covered by the toilet, so I don't think there's any issue there with having that one. But this one here, we don't need to have two covers here. And plus, I'm going to need to be up into this area to get a wrench in to take that trap valve off. So this is going to have to go to a quote. I'll get the quote in by tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, and hopefully get approved pretty quickly so I can get this part ordered and get it sent to the store. And then I'll return, pull the sink like I said, pull that. I might need to stub these two lines out new. I might be able to reuse them, but we'll see how that goes. Other than that, the sink, as you can see, here's the stud. There's another stud on the other side. So this whole thing right here, the sink mount, as you can see, is pulling away from the wall heavy. I suggest let's go ahead and put in a 2x8 in the inside of the stud between here and there, so that when we go to mount the sink back, we got something to screw into. And that'll solve the sink issue as well. We'll replace the prime valve, put new drywall back, new FRP over this whole thing, and then reset all of this. This mirror seems to be a little bit of an issue. All this caulking is going to have to be cut, and for the mirror to come off, when I put the FRP board back, I'll set the mirror first this time rather than set it on the outside of the FRP, because that's why it's folding away from the wall. As you can see, they just went over it. Crazy. Anywho, that is the plan. I will get the quote in by tomorrow, and all I can do right now is I have made a, as you can see here, let's do it like this. Now you can see that the flow of water is going straight into the drain now, rather than it was going down the whole wall over to the corner, back out into the room, and then back over here to this drain. So this way I've made 2 weep holes in the bottom so that the water can go ahead and drain straight to here and not flood the store. Like I said, this leak's been going on for a year or more. As soon as the quote's approved, I'll get back over here and get the part ordered. It'll be about a 2-day shipping on the part, and get it ordered and get this cut out. Once this trap seal valve is fixed, this water flow inside here that you hear and see, it will go next to nothing. All it's supposed to do is just barely keep water in this P-trap to prevent the sewer smells from coming up. The only reason that that's flowing so hard right now is because of the malfunction. So once that's replaced, that'll stop and the leak will stop. That's all I can do today. Just billing for time on spot.